Here to shoot the breeze?
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Got something for me? Maybe another time. It's good to be home.
Your mom dropped by. We had a nice chat. She had left this note for you.
Should you find yourself in need, medical supplies are available for purchase at, if I may say, very competitive prices.
Well, judging by the looks of you, you're in need of some medical attention. We can certainly help. I've heard of experiments like this. It's possible you have alien DNA sequences in your genome. A standard gene therapy procedure can remap these altered sections of code. It's perfectly safe, assuming you're interested.
Take all the time you need. It's a big decision.
Well, judging by...
How can I help? My goodness, you're in quite a state. Let's get these wounds closed up, and we'll get you feeling better. Everything looks good. Well, everyone knows Reliant, largest medical provider in the settled systems. They've spent decades advancing medical science with their research division, and have built an entire supply network to keep us all healthy. They've always been quite proud to work here. Well, of course, New Atlantis is a big place. Lots of people, which means no shortage of injuries, communicable diseases. But we're well staffed and do our best to accommodate anyone who needs help. Well, you've certainly come to the right place. Take care of yourself.
네, 그러세요.
Only those on official United Colonies business can access the building.
Out there a lot, right? In space? Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers. Oh, scum of the galaxy.
I'll head to my crew position.
is pleasant to see you.
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood. Ah, gotta pass the hours on the star station somehow. And the iron's always been good to me.
Just don't challenge him to an arm wrestling competition.
Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts come together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye. Probably would have just gotten annoyed at being bothered. I'll catch a smile at our next big revelation. You know there's more to come. Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive. No matter how good the scan, it's still just peeking at light, and she only has one speed.
Ultimately, we're not looking at a planet. We're looking at the radiation coming off a planet. And that takes years to get here.
Lot of interstellar bodies in the way, too. All that noise makes squaring the circle harder. Only going to be able to give you so many at once. You won't be the only constellation out there. Andreja and Matteo are both following up on scans themselves. Matteo went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull a worried old man act on you, but I'm an old man, and I'm worried. Another rook in Constellation who's making a name for herself. Likes to be on her own. I can relate, so I try to look out for her more than most.
Yes, indeed. Stop worrying so much, Vladimir. If she's out there, we'll find her.
She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take care of herself, but we all need backup sometimes. Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a closer look at. Happy hunting. Usually it doesn't. I'm overdrawn from Lady Luck 3 times over. It's a long tale to tip your ear on, but if you ever wanted to visit, I have a house out there in the Starfield. Thought I was going to see life's eclipse from there, but Constellation swept me away. Haven't been there since we started on the Eye. If you do go there, turn the lights off when you leave, okay?
There's something I need to talk to you about.
The Eye's seen all it can for the moment. Good luck out there. Ever run the scholars on the Centaurus Proclamation? The original treaty that gave every human the right to colonize the stars? Stolen by some fool's joke of a Crimson Fleet rook looking to trade names to Captain. Sight to see pinned above my chair, like the whole settled systems was mine for the taking. Time dances its years forward, and I'd retired. That's when our own Sarah Morgan walks into the tale. Fire in her eyes and her head full of intel I thought I had spent the labor's efforts burying. Of course, I didn't have the Centaurus proclamation just lounging in my pockets. Belonged to the ship and her new captain in the fleet I had left behind. Tipped your ear long enough, but the short line of it, Sarah and I returned the treaty to the rightful owners, and I decided to hang around, lend an old pirate's wisdom to the mission. I make the visit when they need me. Don't mind the loner's life most days, and the eye is important work. But I should make the trip more often. Can't let Walter be the only one tending bar there too long. Everyone will forget what a good drink tastes like. That's why I missed your little welcome party. Got caught up plotting all the data the eye can give us. Wouldn't mind the helper's hand, though. Could speed the process along. Up-to-date planetary scans would help filter all the data I have to sift through. Maybe help to find the anomalous bits. And Constellation can slide a credit or two your way. All part of the mission of charting the stars, right? When you're orbiting a planet, your ship's scanners can pick up all sorts of information. Signs of life, resources, structures where they shouldn't be. It all gets downloaded into data you can hand over to anyone who's interested. And Constellation is always more interested than most. Then we're hand in hand in agreement. Now, get out there and burn some helium. And the darkness gets lit just a candle more. You've tipped my... Jaw the words another time, then.
Thanks for taking time to chat. I really need a friendly ear right about now. I received a message from Constellation, and it's given me a lot to think about. No, it's nothing like that. It's just a list of requests. Things I would normally handle if I was there. But I'm not. I'm out here instead with you. You're not keeping me out here. I am. Just... Here, let me explain. Before I joined Constellation, I served for 8 years as the head of the Navigator Corps, until the UC decided to axe the department. It was a branch of the United Colonies Navy, a small fleet of ships outfitted for galactic exploration. Basically, a military version of Constellation. Yeah, I suppose painful is an appropriate way to put it. You see, the top brass demanded press-worthy discoveries to justify the spending, and money was tight after the war. Shutdown was inevitable. At the end of the day, I was in charge, so the blame obviously fell on my shoulders. Seriously? The Colony War, of course. You know, that little incident that caused the death of thousands of decent men and women as they squabbled over border disputes? That war. Yeah? You once told me that you favored the journey over the destination. So I'm hoping you'll understand what I'm trying to say. I failed because I was more concerned about exploring the stars than pushing a pencil. Because of my lack of foresight, all I ended up with was a shattered division and a bunch of excuses. That's just it, though. Did I push too hard? Did they shut us down because I wasn't quietly sitting at my desk approving meaningless memos? We'll never know. Well, that brings us to this message now, doesn't it? Call it whatever you want. My drive, my initiative, my optimism. It's been my greatest strength and my worst nightmare. It elevates me to these positions of authority, but all I want to do is explore, not sit and make sure all the accounts are balanced. Yes, exactly. If it's obvious to you, imagine how obvious it is to someone like Barrett or Mateo. Oh, they must be itching to replace me by now. God damn it. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. Oh, here you are trying to help me and I'm yelling at you. You have to understand. Once Aja retired, I lost the only person that gave a damn. Look, it's clear that you have feelings for me. It's just... I've never had time for this sort of thing in my life. Please, it's not you. It's me. I'm just not ready to get that close. I can't. Not now. But thank you for being there and listening. It helped. It really did.
Oh, sorry. Was just doing some math in my head. Trade the gaps with you?
Hello.
Ready to lift off when you are, Captain.
Good day, Captain.
Don't rush the scan. You want to overlook anything valuable.
Die! Die!
I'm sure they had something we can use.
yourself, bastard!
Gotcha!
Come on!
Gotcha! You picked the wrong. We'll pay for that. I smell credits.
You're done. Ah! Waste of time.
Everyone, fall back. Just getting started.
might as well take what we can. Damn it! Totally lost them.
It's on!
What?
Damn it!
I don't stock up on junk. Hey. Fine by me. Goodbye.
Hey, how are you?
Shields up!
You lose! You can't win this!
Should be plenty of organic materials to harvest from this one.
The mining corp must be extracting something valuable to fund an operation of this size.
If something's living in here, I doubt it wants us to intrude.
Don't come any closer. Identify yourself. I am fine. He was clumsy. Made far too much noise. Easy to deal with. You have not answered my question. Who are you? You are from Constellation. Vladimir said someone might be coming.
I'm just glad we found you unharmed, Andreja. Vladimir and I were worried.
You are the newest member, yes? Do they often send you to check up on other, more senior members? Perhaps. I suspect Vladimir worried you might find me on the ground, instead of this one. We waste time. We should complete our mission and then we can talk. Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets. I heard something.
Listen up, scumbags. The assholes are on the move, and we've gotta be ready. No, not the UC, not the Freestar Collective. The ones that matter. Pirates, mercs, and those religious nutjobs. We always knew there were some places left over from the Colony War. Bases, labs, stuff like that. But now it's come out that there are even more. A lot more. Spread all over the settled system. Looks like the two didn't play by their own rules when they were playing war. Now it's a friggin' feeding frenzy. Everyone trying to find them, trying to use them. So why shouldn't we? We have just as much right as they do. So let's go looking.
Best not to leave anything useful behind. Respond when I called to you after you pulled out the artifact. Does that mean Barrett's theory and experience were correct? The artifact grants the first person who touches it a vision? The fact that it has happened to both you and Barrett is already more than we had before. I think it is important that we discuss what you saw back there. That man. What I had done. It was, yes. I appreciate that you see it that way. A very practical outlook, not one I find is shared amongst members of Constellation. May I ask what your background is? Have you now? I have also seen a great many things in my time. Some quite dangerous. We both seem to be unusual additions to Constellation. Please, I would ask that you not mention to Vladimir the circumstances in which you found me. This is not the first time that Varun zealots have attempted to corner me. If it is known that this has happened again, well, it has been a while since I was given an assignment on my own. I would not want it to be even longer in the future. Do you understand? Yes, it would seem they have not yet learned how much it will cost them. But then that is their fundamental problem, is it not? An inability to see anything other than the path which they have created for themselves. You are unfamiliar. This is a surprise. Few have not heard of them. They are fanatics, having taken the teachings of House Varun and twisted them into a belief that the galaxy must be wiped clean before the Great Serpent's return. So, in this I would say I have done the galaxy a favor. Mom, this means we are in agreement. Thank you. That is good to know. I will finish here and return to New Atlantis when I can. You should go now, as they will be expecting us. To be back on board.
You are entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis.
IOTA spends a fortune to maintain the lodge, but I'd say it's worth every credit.
Andrasia, thank goodness. We were worried.
Why? Was there a concern that I would not contribute to the mission?
No, of course not. We thought you might be hurt.
Oh, then thank you, but it was not necessary. We succeeded. Thank you for your help before. We found the artifact.
Look at you two. I'm jealous. I tried following up on some leads myself, but came back empty-handed.
They could be anywhere, can't they? Embedded in a rock, or in the hands of an unsuspecting novelty goods trader? I wasn't aware we were competing, but game on.
Oh no, don't you two start. We're supposed to be working together, not competing.
What's wrong with a little rivalry here and there? I think it pushes us to be at our best.
Or causes nothing but arguments.
Arguments which then breed distrust. Noel is right, Mateo.
Well, I suppose there was that one time, and then the other. What do you think? A little competition can't be that bad, can it? I feel the same, strangely enough. The inherent contradiction of human nature has once again laughed in my face.
I'm gonna be the one laughing at your face if this conversation keeps going, Mateo.
See what the two of you have done? You have our friend here trying desperately to not take sides.
You know what? I just realized I completely overtook this whole conversation. This should be about you and Andrasia celebrating a win for the group.
I do not mind being asked to join in a debate. It was good to hear everyone's sides. But I do agree that we accomplished something together. Thank you for your help. Yes, so am I. Let me know if you need me.
Noel, pulling some interesting data from those new artifacts. Tell the Rook to meet me back on board this station.
Roger that, Vladimir. He's on his way.
Never. Yes? Well, that's all I have too.
Until next time.
The book I left.
Hey there. Time to get moving.
Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like I've been waiting my whole... Take care of yourself.
There are a few injuries that can't be addressed here. If you walk in, you will almost assuredly walk out. Welcome to Reliant. If you're...
Well, you've certainly come to the... All right. What? Well, you certainly do. Just relax and take a look. There you are. Right is rain. Take care of yourself.
Everyone in my poker night is going to hear about you. That Aquila City bank robbery story on SSNN. That was you, right?
Of course it was. Oh, I was so proud. My child on the news.
I nearly dropped my drink. You were dealing with bank robbers? You always did have a silver tongue.
As soon as I saw that story, I talked with Linda. You know Mrs. Ming across the hall, and she didn't believe me.
I swear our friends think we're making you up. I almost want you to show up in your finest Constellation outfit at poker night, just so I can show them. What I would give? I'm just joking. But next time, let us know you got a story coming on.
Might save your dad from having a heart attack.
You came. You eating well out there? It's easy just to survive off, well, garbage when you're shipbound all the time. Well, I do what I can. You remember Grandpa's restaurant? Last time you were there, you must have been 5, 8? Some of the best food in the galaxy. Service with a grunt and a glare, I always said. But Dad's food kept them coming back. Hole-in-the-walls have the best food. That's just science. Your grandfather taught me what I know of cooking. He didn't want me to go to uni. I was the only one interested in the restaurant. But when he got on in the years, he trusted me with something sacred. His meatloaf recipe. No, I'm not. Something better. I don't know if anything I taught you about cooking stuck, but I figure it's time to pass the torch. But you gotta promise not to share Grandpa's meatloaf recipe with anyone. It stays in the family. I swear Dad's ghost would come back and strike me dead if you did that. See that you do. Any meat will do. If it's dry, extra tomatoes. They'll moisten it up if you do it right. Sorry, a bit of a moment here. So, you want to talk about anything? Take care, kiddo.
Sweetie, I was just thinking of you. You never knew your gran-gran, but she's about the only one like you in my whole family tree. Left home at an early age. Well, ran away, really. Became a UC Marine, if you can believe it. It does. I only met Grandma a few times. Oh, she was fierce. I swear. Her eyes almost glowed. Every time I saw her, she'd drill me on math. If I got her questions correct, she'd give me a treat. Once, I got them all right and answered her bonus question, and she smiled. The only time I ever saw her do that. Most formidable woman I have ever met. I don't know why, but I really think you would. Well, I was going through storage, and I found her old armor. I think she'd like you to have it. You have that same thing. You're forging your own path, not just letting life toss you this way and that. It's a family heirloom, and it's perfect. It goes to you. Oh, enough of this. I don't want to make a scene. You need anything, sweetie? You're welcome anytime. And I mean anytime.
What can I help you with? Bye-bye.
You've been given a precious opportunity. Seize it.
get this crate into space.
Hey, what's going on?
Greetings, Captain.
Now that those artifacts aren't just blips of hope in the blackest sea, I found an interesting pattern. The grav anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one. This one has been in my list of possible artifact sites for a while, but the profile didn't quite match. Now that we've gotten more artifacts, the similarities are as clear as day. All right, let me transfer over the data. But I need you wearing caution's boots for this one. No telling what this thing is or why it's so large. Going to send you the mark close as I can, but I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. You'll need to explore the area on foot. Put your scanner to work. Don't know what you'll find. Keep your eyes open. No, just need to follow your scanner to the real destination. Might be a boot's journey, but that's the explorer's lot sometimes. You're looking for the eye of the storm. Whole thing is a whirlwind, but getting to the source, need to wear your patience thick. That anomaly, raise the thoughts with you later.